Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. It is 7:07 p.m. Central Time, and I am about to begin reading different scenarios of people asking for relationship advice off of Reddit this evening. I chose to do it this evening as opposed to me doing it morning or afternoon because I was hoping to gather more people who will possibly see this because you guys are relaxing, winding down from working, cooking and cleaning, doing whatever you had to do today. So please chime in. The way it works is I read titles. If it catches my attention, I click on it and read the story, give my advice, and ask you guys to do the same. It don't have to be the same. I like to hear different perspectives about different things because we're all individuals. And some people do things differently than other people. Okay, I already caught this title though. I did catch this title before I started. So I'm going to go ahead and read the title and then I'm going to read the story. I did not read the story, but I did read the title and I clicked on it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start with this one. So we'll do two, maybe three stories. And you guys get in the comments, engage, like, become a member, share. Okay, here we go. Husband is 25 and the wife is 24. Husband and I had threesome. He wanted. He left in the middle of it. How do I proceed? I thought that was very interesting. Now y'all know why I went on and clicked on it and decided to go ahead and make this one first. I'm gonna read the title one more time. Husband and I had a threesome. He wanted. He left in the middle of it. How do I proceed? Here's the story. Excuse me. Um, my husband and I have been together 8 years and married for 3. We have an active sex life and had a very good romantic relationship. In the past month and a half, we have been talking about opening the relationship to be able to experience things together. I have only known him and he has had other experiences. We have very close friends who have an open relationships for their entire friendship and were in the talks of doing something together with our female friend. We have spent a very long time talking about how we only want this to be physical and not emotional. We set up rules and made sure that if we proceed with this, we must be very open and communicate everything. After a lot of back and forth and prep, we have decided we do want to go forward with this and plan a get together one of these days since we are in a different state. We traveled yesterday to visit our friend to see family. He did not mention anything about doing things today with said friend. And I expected today to just be a very platonic get together. Towards 11:30 p.m., he told me he wanted to do things with her. And very shortly after that, she pulled me to the side, let me know that my husband expressed that to her. I did not want to be involved at first since he did not state that it was a 3-way. And two, I was exhausted. Fast forward. After some truth or dare exercises, I got involved and it was great. I went to shower quickly and prep while they continued along. And by the time I came back, he got off and they were waiting for me. We continued and it was honestly fun. Sometime after I got off, he just stared at us, ignored our calls for an invitation, and he just left the house. My friend and I quickly got dressed and we ran out to follow, confused. He was expressing how he was feeling insecure and jealous, and that it completely killed his mood. Without going into extreme detail, we asked our friend to give us space. And my husband basically said he didn't like seeing me in that situation and that the sex was unfair. It was 2 a.m. by this point, and I didn't want to look insane arguing outside. So after some back and forth, I told him we could continue it inside. He explained that he felt bad once he saw that She was going down on me and I was having fun. He let it bottle up and instead of saying anything, he just walked out. At first, I was trying to understand and try to talk about this more until my friend mentioned that they talked about this prior and that she thought he would be okay. I was very confused because I thought this was a last minute thing. Turns out he has been sexting her and talking to her about this for a month, all while telling her that I knew. She was very open and handed me her phone and showed me all the texts and messages where she reiterates that I need to be told, made aware, be okay with it. And he always told her I was good with it. This is where it all went to shit. He has been lying to all of us. He has been keeping things secret, and worst of all, he worded things in a way that I am in a position to just agree with it. I had a very serious and harsh conversation with him in front of our friends that what he did broke all the rules we set. I even found out he came in her doing this, and we were fighting to 6 a.m. I genuinely don't know if we can come back from this. It's not about the sex, it's about the lying and throwing back blame to me. He does this often. Halfway through me tearing him a new one, he admitted to all his faults and provided no excuses. He genuinely thought that this wasn't going to be a problem because I agreed to explore it. He also said that the sex was unfair because it felt like I was getting special service and not him. By the time I got involved, he already was finished. Everything led to him basically acting out because I got involved in it. He just wanted me to let him have fun, but won't accept that I want to have fun as well. He left back to our home state, and I will be staying here for another 2 weeks. I don't even know how to feel and have been jumping from sad to mad to nothing. I'm sorry if this isn't as detailed or it's too messy or it's missing a lot, but this is the first time I am writing a post this long ever. I can provide more details and questions. I know that this is stemmed from an insecurity from him, but I would like some advice on how to approach him with this and see why he genuinely thought this would be okay. How do I proceed with this? What can I do to help him understand what he did was not okay at all? Now that was a long one, y'all. That was the longest story I've ever read. And like I said, I don't read the story first. I only read the title. Child, he had mad plans. Well, he thought he was finna, it was about him. That's what he had in his mind, from the sexting, texting the other young lady for a month to him and his wife talking about it prior to it. Only see, he felt since they already said this something they want to do, he didn't need to check in and say, "Oh, guess what? I text her, or let's text her together and go back and forth with her for a month about it together. That way she'd be in the loop about everything. None of this would have been a problem." But he just decided that, oh, she already told me she's good with it. So let me go back here and see how she feel talking about the other person, the friend. He wanted to be about him. He wanted them to service him. But when he did what he did and he was cool, he looking like, what? You actually enjoying this? You know what I'm saying? It was his ego, in my opinion, just from what she is saying. And pretty much he's an asshole, just like a lot of men. But what you call that? When it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, he kind of had in his mind it was gonna go one way, and he was gonna be the man. He was gonna do his big one, but all the time it wasn't about him. It was supposed to be about all three of them. No emotions attached, but he got attached, and he, you know, what I'm saying, he's a weirdo. So as far as what she can do to address, ain't nothing you can do. You was on the up and up. You called him out on it. You say he admitted it. What is there to talk about? I just wouldn't be involved with no stuff like that with him. People think they can handle that stuff. That's something I would do with somebody I don't care about like that. I don't care if I was married or not. If I was going to do something like that with whoever I'm dating, married to, that means I don't care about my husband like that. You know what I'm saying? the care and love and concern I have for him is just like on another level to where intimacy don't bother me. We're like roommates. I care about him as a human being, care about his well-being. But as far as somebody else touching and all that, it wouldn't make me feel no type of way. But if I felt like I was madly in love, as you should be with your partner, your spouse, you shouldn't be doing that with them. That's for people who just doing something. It's you like a power couple. You living together. You building together. You surviving together. You existing together. It's hard out in these streets. So if you got somebody got your back like that, you can depend on them because it's hard. And then y'all want to do stuff like that too and just remain faithful. He broke the code. My man broke the code. He's a disloyal, be made. I ain't gonna say the rest. But anyway, y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. Well, I'll go ahead and read another title. Since that was so long, I'm only gonna read one more because that one was pretty long, y'all. Ooh, it was juicy though. Child. Okay, let's read the titles. Would I be the asshole if I divorced my husband and split the twins because I don't like my daughter? I'm not reading no dumb shit like that. That's just, I don't like shit like that. Am I the asshole for using therapy to insult my dad and his wife? I ain't finna read that. I went to a perfect wedding with my SO, and now we're both freaking out and gave each other a month to decide to stay or split up. I feel so confused and scared. I don't want to read no dumb shit like that. Okay, that's not a story. 15-year-old sneaking out and sleeping with others. I don't want to read no shit like that. I had a wild night that changed my perspective on casual hookups. Whatever, you'll be all right. I've created an entitled brats. Yeah. Tell me about it. Am I the asshole for insisting I should meet the child of my son's girlfriend before babysitting them? That's kind of funny. Like, okay, let me read that again, y'all. Make sure I got understanding. Am I the asshole for insisting I should meet the child of my son's girlfriend before babysitting? No, you ain't no asshole. But I don't want to read that though. No, but I get it. That's your son's girlfriend. You gonna babysit his girlfriend kid and they not even his. Hell yeah. I want to meet them, make sure we get to understand. I can see what I'm gonna have to deal with, what type of mindset they are. They bad. Let's keep it moving. Whew. Okay. Let's go. Am I the asshole for telling a woman to get out my personal space? That's boring. How do I tell my parents' fiance I lost all my wedding on trading? Whatever. Okay, my girlfriend, almost 4 years, cheated 3 months in our relationship and just confessed it. How can I deal with it? Man, get the fuck out of here. Oh, crybaby ass is on with that shit. I might want to hear that. 3 months in, you that don't even count. Fuck out of here. Okay, I hate my boyfriend. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one, y'all. It was just straight to the cut. Straight to the point. I hate my boyfriend. Here we go. My boyfriend, 28, and I am 29, have been together for about 3 years. It hasn't always been rainbows and sunshine, but the good times always did outweigh the bad times. We would get into little disagreements here and there. 2 years into our relationship, he was struck by a vehicle and landed in the hospital for about 5 months. He had two shattered legs, broken ribs, broken hand, broken foot, and suffered from a fat embolism, which caused some brain damage. I was there for him every step of the way, which obviously isn't an issue. I definitely am not trying to make myself out to be a model or anything, but I will go to the hospital and visit him every single day, working 50 plus hours a week. And I would immediately go see him after every shift. It was pretty mentally exhausting, honestly. But he did eventually get better and he was discharged and able to come home. Ever since the accident, I literally can't stand to be around him. He's so quick to anger. He's mean a lot of times, or he's flat out neglectful. Of course, I didn't. I expect him. I didn't. I expect him to go to work right away. What the fuck? So far, for the last year, I've just been taking care of him, paying all the bills and giving him money to do whatever he wanted to do, go buy snacks, games, etc. I will try to take him out on outings on my days off, museums, zoo nights, restaurants, movies, etc. And he's on the phone the entire time. He's always playing Pokemon. He will not go put his phone down. He claims playing the game will help with his brain damage. After working long shifts, I expect to go home and chat with my boyfriend and relax for him. but I'm ignored because he's always on the phone. It makes me sad. So recently I was diagnosed with Graves' disease while I was on the business trip. I landed in the hospital for 2 days and he didn't even call me. At this point, he was able to drive, and I definitely wasn't expecting him to drive 4 hours to come see me in the hospital, but I was expecting him to call me at least. I was so incredibly upset. I just needed some comfort. He didn't seem to understand that he was wrong for not calling me, and he blames everything on brain damage. I completely empathize with him having brain damage, and I feel like I am very understanding of his struggles. But I just don't understand how he has the time to drive around, hang out with friends, play Pokemon, go all day, but not call me. Also, he scolds, yell at me in public. Uh, we were at the pet store trying to find a new leash collar for our 3-year-old female boxer, and I saw a cute pink floral one. I am still only one worker, so I'm providing for him and paying for everything. And he yelled at me how he isn't going to walk around with a pink leash, and it's his dog. He bought her, so what he says goes. Girl, I'm not finna finish reading the rest of that bullshit. It's a little hell no, I'm not reading that. Hell motherfucking no. She got a whole fucking novel. I'm not reading no more of that. At the end of the day, he ain't shit. Okay. If the accident made him mean, it seemed like it flipped him to be the person he really was. He was faking the funk at first because you know what I'm saying he was normal or whatever. He can fake, he can pretend and you know what I'm saying, show his representative. A lot of people do that. They put on the face, they put on the front. But the accident made him just be who the fuck he really is. He ain't never liked your ass, girl. So babe, you better get up out of there. That's your best bet. Get the fuck up out of there. He'll be all right. I'm sure he get a disability check, and if he don't, he need to apply. Girl, life is too short to be dealing with that shit. Mm-mm. He is incapable of loving you or loving probably anyone. He's mean. That accident probably has something to do with it, and he probably just a mean person anyway. And like I said, the true him just came out because of the accident. I hope he don't drink alcohol because I know he really mean that. But anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I can't read the rest of that. And both them stories is long. I've been on here 17 minutes. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Okay. Thanks for listening, y'all. I really, really appreciate if y'all hit that like button and share this. Okay. Could y'all do that for me? Hit the like button, share, and whenever you can, become a member. Support the channel via PayPal or Zelle whenever you can. If you don't have the information, just go ahead and email me. The email is in the description on my channel, in the description about what my channel is about. Okay? Ready Roxx 1966 at gmail.com. It is spelled READIIROXX 1966 at gmail.com. Talk to y'all later.